What is up in the loop, fans? It is Drew here at Nickelodeon Universe. That is the park inside the Mall of America. We got several different rides, attractions, a ropes course, and all this great stuff. So let's kind of wander through and see what we can find. Interestingly enough, this wasn't always themed to Nickelodeon. It originally had the Knott's Can't Snoopy kind of theme to it. So there's kind of a mixing and blending of some of the older attractions. I love these guys. I'm assuming they're actually from Nickelodeon. I have no idea if they're not, but they're great. They're kind of like King's Dominion singing mushrooms, only they do less and I like them more. So let's wander around and see what we can find. I love the big giant balloon. Just kind of floating above the park. It looks nice. Pepsi Orange Street. So this is the kind of long, wandering, meandering coaster. It's interesting. You get a show scene going through the walkthrough section. But it's really neat because it kind of just goes up all over the mall. As a whole, I gotta say, the loading procedure is kind of annoying today since there's a bunch of field trip kids running around, and you just kind of go. And if we come over here, we can see more of the track. Yeah, here it is. It's all the way up here to the sky. So this is what's neat about this one, is it kind of just floats around above the park. Neat. Okay. You can see Up next is the SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge. This was actually my 300th roller coaster many years ago. Back for more fun here. Hope it's as enjoyable as I remember. I love the sign. Also, I gotta say, SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge. It has to be the longest name for a roller coaster that I can think of. It's a fun little ride. Maybe a bit slower. Time to go check it out. Twisted message. I also think it's interesting. So they load basically two trains at a time. One sits here, and the other one goes, and then they come back and they unload both of them. Send the next one. It's kind of weird. Alright, so we just got off SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge. Really kind of interesting. So if you see this here, there's a train hanging out right there. And then there's another one in the loading station. So they load one, make it wait at the bottom of the lift, and then they load the second one, and then they advance the two together. So I think that's kind of interesting. You've got other cars here that they're not using. I don't know if they're down for refurb or not, but I love that you can see into this kind of maintenance area. Overall, I'm not really a big fan of SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge. It was rough. Standing in line with a bunch of annoying field trip kids. I definitely have a headache now. I don't know if it's from their screaming or the ride smashing my head around. But either way, not really impressed. Not really impressed with the operations, not really impressed with the ride, not really impressed with the park. Hopefully today can improve, because if not, it's going to be a short one. It's an Avatar ride. Next up is the Intern half-pipe coaster, Avatar Airbender. I guess Avatar Airbender is a Nickelodeon property. It has something to do with the Disney Avatar. Alright, so we just got off the Avatar Airbender. It's the Intern half-pipe coaster. I gotta say, very smooth, fun, and with it being a bunch of field trip kids, we definitely kind of ruined the ratio for spinning. And so there were times where we were really whipping it, and then there were times we were just kind of stalled, versus the other rotation kind of kept continuously. Because there's two different rides you can see. You got this one, in that one. They spin independently of each other while the whole half-pipe thing is rocking back and forth. Overall, I liked it. I would say this has been my favorite thing so far. Rain Surge is one of these wacky flat rides that spins you around. I think it's called a unicycle. That would make me sick. I would say there's no chance of that. But I like how you can change your intensity of your ride. But even as the non-intense ride at all, that's just completely flat, I really wouldn't enjoy it. So, don't do it. Also, right over here is back to the Barnyard Hayride, which is the kids' coaster. It doesn't look like it's operating right now, which might not be ever. It might be down temporarily. But it's kind of neat. It's a little small powered coaster that goes around in a circle. I'm sure they send you around several times. But that's what that is. Up next is the Fairly Odd Coaster, which is great because it's the same thing as those Mr. Six's Pandemonium at Six Flags New England and stuff like that. But what's great about this is it was built for the Mall of America. So as it's interacting with things and turns and twists and stuff like that, that was built for here. Everyone else took the ride and they were like, oh, well if it fits here, it'll fit in our park, and they kind of just went with it. But here it was built for this park, which I think is great. Alright, so we just got off the Fairly Odd Coaster. It's spinning up ahead of us. There was 3 adults in there and 1 small child. So you can guess what happened. Spinning to the insanity. By far my favorite operations team, calling for groups of 2, trying to fill every train, doing it. I'm excited about it. So while this is a clone ride that you can find almost elsewhere, I really appreciated the efforts that the operations team is going for. So big thumbs up for that. Up over here on our left-hand side is FlyOver America. It is a Soarin'-style flying theater ride, and it's great. I might just go as far to say I liked it better than Soarin', so I totally recommend it. You can tell that there's a lot of field trip kids here today since they have a field trip special of $8 for those schools that are here today. But normally it is $16.95. You can also get coupons online, coupons around the mall. At the Tervis store had $2 off coupons, so we got those just to find out there was a better deal online. But this thing's pretty awesome. They fly to a bunch of different places. I really liked it. You got better smells than Soarin', some water effects, cleaner projections. Big thumbs up for me. A little cheesy theme park pre-show. So if you are debating whether to do FlyOver America, it's probably the best attraction here at the Mall of America. Highly recommend you check it out because if you don't, you're going to be disappointed because it's that great. So do it. Some of the places you get to go include New York, Florida, Alaska, Utah, and Iowa. Over here is Shell Shock. It's one of the cool flat rides here. Spins around casually. I guess it's ending right now, but the cool thing is you can try to flip your cars around. And it's in a turtle pool, so how can you go wrong? Look at this, you literally enter through a sewer. How great is that? But of course, the best part of Shell Shock is the fact that the control booth is themed to a pizza cart. Look at that, you've got the little pizza up here, it's got the monitor and all of that. Oh god, it's so cool, it's awesome. I totally like it. Almost spinning. This ride visually just looks really cool. Hey, you done it. Come back soon, you dare. We just completed the Flying Dutchman kind of adventure course thingy. So it's the RCI ropes course, and you've got the slide to catch the slide, and then the zip line all the way up there, brings you all the way down there. Then you take a second one, you come back. I'm gonna say ropes course was okay. It wasn't the scariest of all of the ones I've ever done. The slides, getting into the small little gunny sack was the hardest part. Once I started going, I really did not go as fast as I thought I was, and I kind of banged my knee at one point. This top slide up here, this change of direction here, where you go from one direction to the other, I Oh man, I really like smacked my knee into the side of the slide there. Wasn't expecting that. But overall, really cool. I think my favorite element on the ropes course here is you've got that walk-up plank up there where you're like 40 feet above the ground, plus looking out at the view of Mall of America. So overall, I really liked it. If you have your wristband, it was only like $12 to add this on, and totally worth it. Did not have a problem with that. I would do it again. You want to meet SpongeBob? Here, you can meet SpongeBob from 11 to 2:30. And I just got off the log chute into Mall of America's log flume. I gotta say, fun. A lot of good show scenes, a lot of good animatronics, and I love that it's like old Mall of America. Like it's the feels more like the Camp Snoopy theme than Nickelodeon. There's no Nickelodeon characters on this whatsoever, so I just love that it's here. It's not like, I don't know, Race for Your Life, Charlie Brown, or the Wild Thornberrys Adventure, like some of the other ones have been. So I think that's pretty sweet. I support this. Here comes somebody else. See if they get wet. Pineapple poppers. It's like a moonbound thing, but it's in a SpongeBob pineapple. It's great. So things I actually enjoy about this place. I love the natural like curves and the bushes. I think they're all fake plants. No, they might not be fake plants actually, because the sun is kind of shining through this roof. So I really appreciate all that. I think it looks great. I think the park as a whole looks nice. I just don't think it is nice, if that makes sense. It looks nice. But got some cool trees. Adorable kids ride themed of blue from Blue's Clues. It's great. So something really cool. That chair right there is from the old Met Stadium, and the longest home run ever was hit right there. The Met Stadium used to be right here where the Mall of America is now, and the home run or the home plate all the way over by SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge, all the way over there. Alright, and that pretty much concludes my visit to Mall of America, visit to Minnesota. And I gotta say, this park, when I visited in 2011, was absolutely dead. There was no one here, and I had a great time. When there's a lot of people here, it's kind of awful. It's really loud, it echoes in here. So I gotta say, if you're here on a day where there's more than 50 people in the park, it kind of sucks. I mean, I guess it doesn't suck for them because they like the money, but on a day where it is busy, I really enjoy it. However, on a day where it's not so busy, it's not bad. We tried a couple times. We tried to come on Saturday and it was really busy. We tried to come on a Monday and it is now field trip kits. So overall, you never really know what you're going to get. But it's got some fun rides. So you've got the Fairly Odd Coaster, your standard spinning thing. The Pepsi Orange Streak over there. Kind of wanders around. It's like a monorail slash roller coaster. It's great. Gives you great views of the park. Over here you have Avatar Airbender, the Intimate Half-Pipe Coaster, and then of course SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Plunge, which is the Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Some fun flat rides, some great environment. Overall, it's a good place to spend a couple hours if you're in the Minnesota area. This is not some place I would consider a destination park. But if you could conveniently get here, I would get here and have a good couple hours. Try to come on a school day when kids are in school, or when it's snowing out and kids are in school. If kids are in school, I think you'll enjoy this place. This is Drew from all of America. Follow me on Twitter at DrewTheIntern. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/podcast. And I will see you guys on the Midway.